stuff, right? So Apple released, an HTML5 demo site which only works in Safari, for example. It was all basically the CSS3. It didn't really have that much of HTML5 in the first place, and they were severely hammered from all quarters, including even Mozilla, for example, right? So don't confuse CSS3 with HTML5, the content, right? But when we talk about HTML5 in general, we also include CSS3. But technically speaking, it's not part of HTML5. Let's start at that. Canvas is not part of CSS. Canvas, the tag is part of HTML5. The APIs to do whatever you want, like bezier curves or something like that, that's part of the different specifications, right? So it has nothing to do with CSS. Canvas is programmable graphics. You program, it's just like an IMG element, right, in which you program the pixels using the output. So just a short introduction. I don't think I've introduced myself actually. So my name is Doctype. I work in developer relations as a web design for software. I've been doing this for about 3 years now. I'm also part of the WCC. I'm right now working in a group called Mobile Web for Social Development, and I'm also part of the WordStyle, which is a global network of developers evangelizing standards. Right. So I chose this talk to be about CSS3 because CSS in general is very close to our heart as of now. Why? Because, well, this is a photo of our CTO back in the early 90s at MIT Media Lab, where he proposed the original recommendation for cascading style sheets. So CSS in general is his baby. He wants it to be there. This is this photo from the front, not full photo because, well, I want it to be mysterious. But the thing is that the web has come a long way since the early 90s, right? One interesting piece of trivia is that we talk about CSS3, but the work on CSS3, the actual standard process, that the work had actually started during the time of CSS2. They both started in parallel. It's just that the work on CSS2 was so much that browsers said that, okay, we'll do CSS2 first, and then we'll go on to CSS3. Right? So the work almost started in parallel. Right? One more difference, this was a similarity, but the difference between CSS3 and CSS2 is that CSS2 is actually one whole document. Right? The whole specification is one whole document. CSS3 is modular. Right? In CSS3, there are various specifications for each and everything. It's not one document. It's modular. So people or browsers can take each and every different thing and implement it at their own pace. At their own pace. Right? So why should you as a designer care about CSS3 in the first place?